don't see why you couldn't just give me a pill to keep me from dreaming.
Everyone's got to dream, young lady. If you don't dream, you go.
Hello, it's DJ Mighty Iris, and welcome to another episode of the Dream Warrior Podcast. So Saturday, there was a lot of dream activity. I had a two-parter, but I want to keep part one in one episode, and I'll do part two in another. I am thrilled to announce I have a new character to introduce of the recurring people that I dream about. I'm going to call him the Asian Heartthrob. Little backstory on this guy. I met him when I was 18. Right out of high school. I went for a very short time, I might add, to college, Northwest Vista. Wasn't there very long. I was done with school. It just was not for me. I'm sorry. I just did not like it. I liked my art class. That was it. And I met him there. I had a boyfriend at the time. So I have a class with this person that I dream about. But once I met this guy, once we started talking, there was an instant attraction there. I remember this one time I walked up to him. I don't remember if it was like the cafeteria, but I walked up to him and he was on the computer. And when he looked up at me, his eyes were so beautiful. I just remember right then and there, I was like, whoa. And I was so shy back then. I was only 18, so it probably came off that I was not interested in him, but I was. Even though I had a boyfriend, I was totally interested in him. He was 23, I want to say, when we met. God, that's so crazy to me. This guy, gorgeous. If I'm not mistaken, he's a mix of Chinese and American Indian, which equals up to a very good-looking man. Okay, so he had a Keanu Reeves thing going on. This guy looked like Keanu, big time. A buff Keanu, by the way. So yeah, we became friends. I just know that we had our moments. We went to the movies once. God, we went to the movies together. He eventually moved. He was kind of a nomad, but we always kept in touch. This was in the MySpace days, okay? And let me tell you, I made him my number one for a long time, okay? What started out as a friendship, it grew to a sexual phone relationship, sexual text, sexual phone calls. We drunk dialed each other a lot over the years. I remember loving seeing his name pop up in my phone. He was it. He was what I fantasized about. I wanted to be what he fantasized about. He would come to visit. I would see him. I don't honestly remember actually having sex, though. I want to say we did, but I don't remember because, of course, I was drinking heavily. There was definite love. Like, I loved him. I was in love with him. He was a drug to me. For a long time, I thought of him as the one that got away kind of thing. We were both hot messes. We would vent to each other. And this is one of those things I didn't care. Like, if I was in a relationship, I would pick up the phone. I would text back for him. So over the years, the more we get into other relationships, our contact dwindled. And so I would dream of him. And those are the dreams that when I would wake up, I'd be really sad because I missed him over the years. I'd miss talking to him. I love checking in every now and then. And I do miss this person. I always thought we were going to be friends no matter what. But I guess you grow up, you leave the past behind. More than anything, I thought we could be friends forever. And I don't think that we are anymore, only because we don't talk. So it makes me sad sometimes when I dream of him and I wake up and I'm like, damn, man, like when you lose a friend like that, it kind of hurts. And I love that I'm documenting this because now I can track it. I never write down when I dream about these recurring people. And I should have tally marks on a calendar or something. I don't know. But I'm glad that I'm documenting it now. So now I can track it for myself. So I had a dream of the Asian Heartthrob on Saturday. I was sleeping all day off and on. And I hate to say this, but I don't remember a lot of the dream. I know you're like, then why are you talking to us? I'm just going to talk about what I do remember. So I saw him and he was with his partner, whoever he's with. The last time that I ever spoke with him, he's still with that person in the dream. And she was around. I want to say every time I dream of him, there's always someone around and we can never express how much we've missed each other. I want to embrace him. Every time I see him in a dream, I just want to hug him and not let go. I want to kiss him. I want to have sex with him. There's so much I want to do to this person when I see him in the dream and we never get the opportunity. We're never left alone. So that's what this was. His partner was always in the room and I'm just waiting for her to leave so that I can hug him or something. And I don't know that she walked away for a little bit. I think I got to hug him in the dream And I just did not want to let go. I think she came back and we were never able to speak to each other in this dream. So it really frustrated me when I woke up. I would wake up for a little bit and I'd go back to sleep and the dream would continue. But even in that one, we never got alone time to even talk to each other or say, hi, how are you? Or catch up or anything. Later on in the afternoon on Saturday, I'm trying to, usually something later on in the day will trigger me. It'll trigger my mind and then I'll remember, oh yeah, that was the dream. Or yeah, I remember this part. You know what it's like. But it never happened. So all I know is that I got to see the Asian Heartthrob and I don't remember all of what happened. So that sucks. So here's what I'm going to interpret what I do remember, okay? Here's what I could find. In a sense, he was kind of ignoring that we knew each other in the dream because his woman was around. So here's what it means to dream about an old friend ignoring you. When you see your old friends avoiding you in a dream, it suggests that most of your relationships are superficial. The people you hold in high esteem are not as helpful as you would imagine. It is highly likely they would be the first to turn their backs on you when you urgently need help. It's a dream that tells you to be careful when selecting friends. Why do all my dreams tell me that? That's bizarre. Furthermore, this dream brings to light the insecurities you're facing in your relationships. You feel neglected and unimportant. Oh, that's so true. That's dead on. It's a sign that your relationship struggles will stick around for a while. That is not good. In any case, you need to address any issues you have in your professional and personal relationships. Okay, got it. To dream of hugging an old friend. Dreaming of embracing an old friend is a positive omen. It means that you miss your friend or certain aspects of your relationship. They might have brought out the best in you and you wish you were that person again. This dream might get triggered by loneliness. You feel isolated and you miss having a friend you could be open with without judgment. It might mean that you wish to rekindle your friendship. You want to spend some time with them, reliving some old memories while making new ones. That tracks. That is kind of on point, actually. When he and I would speak over the years, he would tell me things, I would tell him things, and I don't feel like we ever judged each other. You know, I was there to listen to anything he was going through. I loved hearing from him. So it just kind of sucks that we don't get to talk anymore. But I understand, like, we've both moved on, I'm sure. I'm in a relationship. He's in a relationship, I'm sure. But how would I know? You know, I would love to know that he's doing well. Okay, another reason that you might dream of an old friend could be unfinished business. It's easy to grow apart from old friends, especially if you move to a new city and don't communicate as often. You can also lose your old friends if you have nothing in common or don't understand each other anymore. This can happen when you get married and have kids. I totally understand that too. So maybe it is kind of crazy that I assumed that we would always be friends. While your old friends will remain important, you won't see them or talk to them as you did before marriage. Yeah, this is all common sense. I totally understand this. Therefore, a dream about your old friend could mean your friendship never ended properly and now you want some closure. Oh, okay, I get it. Maybe you stopped talking to your friend because of a misunderstanding or without providing any reason. It's possible that you're having these dreams because you met someone who reminded you of a quality your old friend had. You know, I can honestly say I've never met anyone that reminds me of the Asian Heartthrob. Never. Not since we stopped talking. I have never met anyone that I'm like, you know what? You remind me of someone. Nope. And I get it. You're probably like, man, Iris, you're kind of harsh. Like you have a boyfriend. I know I have a boyfriend. I'm open with it. I talk about all my dreams. He tells me his dreams too. But if I can't talk about this with anyone or just say it now, I'll feel like I have all these secrets. You know, I'm walking around with all these dream secrets and I'd rather just express them. Life is short, damn it. Ferris Bueller. Wait, no, that's life moves pretty fast. In any case, I'm a woman. I have weird dreams. If I can't express them, I'll go nuts. This ain't the days of Salem no more, okay? You can't throw me in a river and drown me to keep me from talking. Is this not America? It's 2020 freaking 3. I can say whatever's on my mind. Thank you for your time. These are the feelings I have in the dream. I can't control those, and I can't control how I felt about someone in the past. Also, I know it sounds crazy, too, to have recurring dreams of certain people every now and then for the past decades. So please, let me know if any of you go through this, because that would make me feel better. And if you don't, then I know there's something wrong with me. Maybe I can't let go of the past. Or maybe, just maybe, I can't let go of certain energies that were created with certain people of my past. Maybe that's why the recurring people keep showing up. And maybe it was one-sided. Maybe I'm a psycho and I thought we had this connection. Maybe it's just all on me. And if that's the case, I'm sorry that I sound like a crazy person. But yeah, I've known this guy since I was 18. Like, that's 20 years. And something always hits different when I dream about this person because it's like I need my alone time with him. I need to be able to talk to him away from everyone because I think that the dream world Iris knows that the waking life Iris will never get to see this person ever again. And so that makes me sad in the dream world, and I have to like hug him as long as I can, spend as much time with him as I can. And it's kind of sad when you think about it because I wake up and I'm like, I'm never gonna get to talk to this person. So maybe that's why this dream differs from the other recurring dreams, because I think I could run into these other people at some point in time, but with this certain person, I think our time is done. That's the end of our story, you know? I do wake up feeling grateful that I got to see his face, you know, and know that he is alive, in the dream anyway. God forbid anything happened to this person, but I miss that person and I hope he's doing well. So I'm sorry if this episode fell short in any way. I just felt like I had to mention that another recurring person showed up in the dream. That's 3 out of 4. The 4th one's probably coming soon. We'll see. Stay tuned. DJ Mighty Iris over and out. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Dream Warrior Podcast.